Hello, everybody. My name is Lorent Kopic. I'm French. Everybody speaks English? Everybody is okay with English? Okay. So first, thank you to the Game Developer Association to allow us to introduce our activity here. Sorry. No problem. We are installed here for 8 years in Skopje. We are a Macedonian company. What is our activity? We are producing mainly music for media, which means that we are a company specialized in production of music, basically for movie, for video games, that's why we are here, pop music and all the support you can find in media. Nowadays we produce around 180 to 200 different projects a year. We are specialists in all what is orchestral music, basically from 10 players up to 90 or 85, 90. We are installed in the Macedon Radio TV, Macedon Television, Matava, and we have a contract with them for 10 years, and we are working in the M1. We have made investment in new equipment and sound audio production. For you to see the activity we are doing, we have prepared a movie that we have prepared for another occasion, but I would like to show you this movie so you can see exactly on which type of products and which type of production we are working with our company. So thank you very much. So this was a movie, a small movie to introduce you our activity. As you see, a lot of things that we're doing is in the movie, but we have a big also part of our work which is dedicated to the video games. So that's why I'm here in front of you today. So some video games that you saw, that you probably know, we have recorded the music for Journey by Austin Wintory. As well, we have a big cooperation with Ubisoft. We worked on Tintin, we worked on Rayman Origin, Rayman Legend. We have also studios in the US. We cooperate with Sony Computer Entertainment. We worked on Sorcery. We made some work for the Final Fantasy, I think number 13, and a couple of other video games. Today we have the presence of a video game composer from Spain, Damian Sanchez, who we will have he's there. We will have the opportunity to work on a Chinese video game tomorrow for all day. So they came especially from China and from Spain to visit us. So we will record with the whole orchestra tomorrow. I think what is important to tell you is that I don't know exactly the video game activity in Macedonia. I don't know if it's big, but obviously there is association of web developer. I would say that what you have to understand is that Macedonia, we are a small country, but we are also a very dynamic country, and we are close to each other, which means that you have access to the market like everybody else. If you see what we have been able to do from here with the local people from here, with the musician, with the conductors, everything has been, all what the music you have done here, all the notes have been produced here. I mean, we didn't compose, of course, we are not the compositor, we are not the creative are the composer and the team, but we allow these people to make their recording. If some of you here have video games, you have to contact us and come to see us, and we will help you definitely in our part, in our job, to help you in your games to make them more like turning to music. We have a huge, let's say, database of composers all around the planet, very good one that might be interested to work with you. And sometimes you think that maybe the budget will be too high, but it's not necessarily too high. I think we can make, with a good expertise, we can really optimize your games, and we can really help you. We do this a lot for Macedonian movie. We help a lot, giving access to our facilities, to try to make the best we can to support. And let's say it's a kind of favor we do to Skopje and Macedonia in general, because we are here for 8 years. So I don't know if some of you have some questions to me. I will be happy to answer. Yes, mademoiselle.
How does the production? So for example, you want to make music for something, and a client approaches you and says, for example, I'm making a video game, it's medieval. Does it work like that, or you just sort of say, they tell you are making a game, you make the music, and they choose whether they like it or not?
No. We are a service company. We don't have really input in the creativity. Usually when the people contact us, the music is composed. The artist of the music is the composer. We have the studio, the equipment, the orchestra. So our job is to help them to produce. So basically the scores and all the creative process is done by the composer and by the team, by the developer. They decide. When they come here, everything is already prepared and ready.
So basically you work on an already pre-composed melody, and you just have to create what that person has been thinking of.
Absolutely, we are here to interpret. The orchestra, like an orchestra would play Beethoven score or Mozart, that is written by them. We are here to interpret the music and the composition from the composer. Our job is to deliver the best orchestra possible in order that we go fast and that we produce a good quality so they can incorporate, mix, and put in their video games.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'd like to make one question for you. If the game is, you have the finished product, but you give the sound to the game, the right sound that need to be produced at the end of the product. But what interests me is, do you like Studio works with the biggest gaming last few years? Aside from Journey, do you work on God of War, Batman Arkham franchise, or Metal Gear, or Witcher franchise? On some big like that game, because they have very great soundtracks and they stay in the memory of the players. In Bloodborne also.
Your question is if we work as well for big franchise or something like
yes,
this?
Yes, for big AAA games.
Yes, it's more and more the case that we are, coming on we worked on Final Fantasy for Japan. I think this is all changing because when we started, we were Macedonian, let's say radio orchestra, so we were kind of small orchestra. But we have done now something like 1,000 different projects in 7 years, which means that we are more and more contacted by biggest production. So we had the opportunity to work for big studio in like for remote control in terms of film, which is a big Hollywood things. In video games, yes, we are working, but we haven't had the chance to work on the video game you mentioned, but we are more and more, yes, progressing into working into high class.
So we can maybe to expect in the maybe 2 to 3 years next to you be one of the greatest soundtracks in the video games, because the last year the soundtrack in Witcher 3 was phenomenal and is one of the best created in the last 5 to 10 years in video games.
You're talking about which one?
Witcher 3 of CD Projekt Red from Poland. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Okay, we did that? Yeah, I don't remember. Okay, yes, possible. So yes, in fact the thing is that we are progressing in that direction, and yes, we are more and more progressing into kind of high quality video games, and I think yes, we should be very happy about this.
Thanks.
Okay.
So you said that you received the creative part of the music. My question is, how much? No, it's fine. Do you get involvement from the composer after you receive the? Does he show up for the recordings? Does he have any input in the, the?
But sometimes, yes. Sometimes tomorrow the composer is here, yeah. So yes, they come.
Does this happen often? Is my question. Basically, the composer shows up and kind of.
The composer shows up, and you want to come, Damien? Maybe it would be interesting that maybe you could also answer as a composer, because he's specialized in this. So I think it would be interesting that you ask him as well some questions. Yes. So the composer can be here in Skopje with us. And a lot of things are done remotely, which means that they connect, and we use a kind of software streaming process, so we can work anywhere in the planet. So, for example, on Journée.
Takes, for example, does it take a lot of takes? Do you have you make a take and then you send it to the composer?
No. Generally, we validate, which means we play. We can have what we call session, 3 hours. So we can have 1, 2, 3, up to 10 or 15 sessions. And the composer and all the team is online, or they are here physically present. And what they do is they validate online they are validate on time what we are playing, because they are experimented and very good musicians, so they can read music. So they say, okay, this is what we want, or they will talk to the conductor and say, okay, I want more dynamic here, or change this, change that, correcting and everything. But, okay, Damien, maybe you can talk about this.
Yes. So we actually, as composers, know how much time we can spend on each recording. So, and when you know that you are recording your music, you're just focused on make this more readable, more playable. So you know that the music should be not easy, but comfortable to play. So when as much comfortable, the more music you can record. So we already know that sessions are like rush. Musicians are super nice, but you have to go straight and not making so big crazy things, because as electronic composers you have a lot of tools to make crazy things, like putting 100 violins doing all kind of things, but that's not real. So when you work for orchestra, you have to work in another way and think that it should be played by human people. So, and about how the session works, For example, this time we decided to come here to be more comfortable and just be more direct with the conductor and following the session. But in our case, for example, the mix engineer would be in Spain online tomorrow. So we are here, but the guy who will do the mix and the mastering and finishing the score will be.
You basically have their channel recorded here, and then you're going to shoot that to Spain.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm here just to focus on the artistic thing.
Oleg Kondratenko. So, any more questions? And are you guys you are programming or you are developing games in Macedonia at the moment, or? Yeah. So you should come to see us, and we will introduce to good composers, and we will make teams and everything, yeah? Because it's not you have to use your local facilities, okay? Of you see? No, no, it will be high quality, small budget. Thank you.